Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Misha. Thank you guys for joining me yet again for another review. Tonight we are back with the mess, child. BET presents the Encore. Child, y'all listen to me. Okay, y'all know I like to give you very detailed reviews with a lot of zhuzh and whatnot. But these heifers is getting on my nerves. I thought I was going to be able to blow it Acapulco through this review and through these reviews because these heifers were going to be singing in the background. But honey, they're not singing nothing. Okay, not a note has been sang yet. And every time somebody does hum just a little bit, the twins lose their mind. Aubrey loses her mind. Keely loses her mind. Misha loses her voice. Irish never had a voice. And we're here. Child, let's get into it if we're going to get into it because they have really made me mad, child. If you are new here, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so rude. If you are new here, then welcome. If you're back for a second or third time, then welcome back. Please do not hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you will be updated each and every time I upload a video. Now, child, let's go. So Keely making steak and eggs for the girls and Felicia sitting at the table peeling her potatoes. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But Felicia over there making some potatoes, child. So it's about to be a feast. Okay. So Fallon comes down and the aroma from the food has guided her toward the kitchen. So she ain't doing nothing but standing around talking. Felicia's like, there's been some constant drama with Misha, Aubrey, Irish, honey, all of y'all. Okay. And they need to get it together because they have 2 songs and they need 5. So then Misha comes down and she's like, what we doing today? So Keely was like, you know what? I really don't know. And so then she starts to talk to the twins, right? So this is my thing. Keely, now, honey, you got cussed out last week when Aubrey heard you whispering, hey, how you doing, little mama? Let me whisper in your ear. To the Yin Yang twins last week, you got in trouble. Please stop whispering because these walls obviously are paper thin. Because everything you have to say, the other one hears. And then it's some drama for your mama. So she comes downstairs and she hears the girls talking. So here go Keely. Regardless if she's queen or not, she needs to show up. So then Fallon's like, yeah, she's not being a queen right now. She's really not doing anything. She's been missing. She's had a weird, awkward energy. It's just not giving what needs to be given. She didn't really say that part, but I like to zhuzh it up. So then as she's saying this, Aubrey is coming downstairs and she can hear, right? So here's Keely in her confessional. Aubrey's just lazy, okay? She needs to do hard work because then they will respect that. Keely, baby, honey, you are the laziest one on here. You are basically flying under the radar because this week is Aubrey's turn to be in the hot seat. And these heifers are fussing and fighting and surrounding Aubrey. Next week is going to be your turn. Honey, don't think we forgot that you admitted to throwing that chicken on the turkey. Honey, because, we should really be saying some things to you, KFC Keely, moving forward. So then we see Nivea. She's in the booth dropping some vocals for Bird's Eye View, sounding really good. And so Sita, we hear her in the background. She starts piping up, right? So she's like, look, girls, what's up with the name of the group? And they're like, 1, 2, 3, Blueprint. Girl, it's a dub, honey. Aubrey was completely lost because, of course, she was playing Sleeping Beauty, so she didn't know that the name was Blueprint, right? So Sita was like, for the people that come, behind y'all are the blueprint. I love it. I love to see it. So then Aubrey was like, the name is not really popping. Well, you were upstairs sleeping, gossiping, so Blueprint it is. Child, I'm getting sick of these heifers. So then Sita tells them that there will be a listening party and their former group members will be in attendance. And my whole thing is this, child, who is going to come for Aubrey? And who is going to come for them Cherish twins? One of them needed to be absent. One of them needed to be absent so the other one can show up for them, honey. Their mama might come, child. Ain't nobody about to be dealing with Cherish and ain't nobody about to be dealing with Aubrey. And yes, I said ain't nobody. So then she says, also, a new queen will be crowned. So then, they start doing the whole voting thing, right? So Aubrey gets a vote. And I'm like, now who done voted for Aubrey yet again? Of course, it was her. She voted for herself. Shamari said, look, I don't want Aubrey to be queen again because she didn't do nothing. Okay, after that vision board. I told y'all don't be impressed by that vision board. Y'all were all down in the comments talking about, well, she put the vision board. The vision board with no vision means nothing. Okay, honey, goodbye. So she did absolutely nothing. And Misha's getting a few votes. Honey, I was shocked. I'm like, not Misha getting a few votes. Okay, girl. So it's a tie between Aubrey and Felicia, I believe. Or it may have been Aubrey and Misha. Honey, it was something with an Isha at the end. But I'm thinking it was a tie between Aubrey and Felicia. So, because child, they was arguing so much, child, I couldn't even keep up. So they look at the queen's mandate to see what should be done in the event that there's a tie, right? So she reads it and she's like, well, it says that the queen has the final say. And I'm thinking to myself, oh my goodness, honey, it is going to be a war. So Fallon is like, I'm not about to play these games. Okay. You've done nothing but sleep. I'm not about to let you sit here and dictate who's going to be the queen, because it's going to be some foolishness up and through. She didn't say that, but I'm paraphrasing because we'll be here all night. Okay. So then Aubrey was like, well, I choose Misha. Of course you choose Misha. After this morning when you cornered her during her smoke break and she was down there talking to you, honey, she's the only one that likes you at this moment. And Misha's like, yeah, I'm going to be fair. But Misha, let me get on you, because when Aubrey came downstairs after she heard them talking about her, I forgot to mention this. So Aubrey heard the girls conversing about her, right? And she didn't say anything to them, but it was time for Misha's smoke break. So she was on the way downstairs to get her pack of Newports. You know how they hit them on their wrist, honey. Pap, 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 pap. So she can get ready to smoke, even though she doesn't need to vocally. And so she catches up with Aubrey. So Aubrey's like, yeah, they're talking about me. And Misha's like, yeah, they were talking about you even last night. And she was like, what? And she said, girl, yeah, they were talking all kind of mess about you because you were not present. And I'm thinking, Misha, are you serious? So then she goes, yeah, and also, the thing about them, Aubrey said, is that I feel like they want us to sound like Cherish and be cherished. Honey, what I told y'all last week, Cherish 2.0. I told y'all that. She's like, they want to overtake the house. So then this is the part that blew me. So then Misha goes, yeah, because I was just tripping out, especially when they tried to take you off skeletons. Child, I wish I could do what them shady producers do right now and do a flashback in this review. Misha, girl. Honey, you were downstairs comfortably speaking your speech and saying to the girls, yeah, I don't like taking people off records, but I mean, if the pitch ain't right and the tone ain't right, the tone is a big deal. And I told you then, last review, to sit back and stay out of grown people's business. Honey, these kind of problems are for the vocalist. And I told you that last review. Girl, get out of here. So Aubrey ends up choosing Misha. Honey, that was strategic if I ever did see it. So Felicia goes into Aubrey's room, right? Because she wants to have a talk with her about all things that Elijah had to say. So she's like, hey, Aubrey, what's going on? Aubrey's like, nothing, girl. She's like, what's wrong? She said, I heard that you were saying all kind of stuff to Elijah. Like, we don't work. And we were piping up saying that he wasn't doing anything. And we heard you were being fake. And she was like, well, what I heard this morning was me being really disrespected. And I heard y'all talking about me. She said, well, Elijah came at me and Fallon about what you have been saying. She said the only reason why I said that is because I felt like we needed to have an outside track brought in that nobody has touched, so that you and Fallon don't have to worry about how everyone sounds on it, And, I just feel like that may lighten the load of everybody trying to be on songs that they don't fit on. So then Felicia's like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. Girl, that's a bold-faced lie. See, this is what I'm saying. Aubrey, you do realize it was being recorded in front of a live studio audience. Like, girl, we know it's a whole lie. Girl, I do not have time. So Felicia's like, girl, don't fall for that. So then Aubrey said, really, Elijah is the one that popped out with, I have hits, and what are their hits, and what have they done? And I was like, whoa, dude. Girl, you a whoa lie. And you know what they reminded me of? They reminded me of Maya. My love is like, whoa, you'll never find nothing better. That used to be my song, honey. Just a side note. So anyway, she gonna come and say that she said whoa. And I'm like, girl, that's a lie. So then they flash back to the lies that she's telling. And she's like, I felt like you should have come to me before believing him. I just don't understand the logic. But let's just move forward, y'all. Moving forward. She's like, it's so much gossip in this house. This is Felicia talking. I don't know what's real and what's not. Honey, what ain't real is what Aubrey is telling you. So let's move forward. She's like, I need to talk to Elijah so he can tell me what all's doing. Honey, yes, you do need to talk to Elijah. And Aubrey also needs to be present. And y'all need to iron this out because it's looking like a lie. Okay? And y'all gonna learn not to trust Aubrey. I told y'all. Honey, I don't trust no woman that voluntarily went under the knife to come out looking like that. No, ma'am, Pam. So down in the studio, Elijah is there ready to get the started. Okay. And Felicia was like, I need to hear from the horse's mouth. I need to hear what Elijah said from him because we go back. So I want to know if Aubrey is being messy. And is, Girl. So as soon as he sat down, she's like, Aubrey said you were saying a whole lot of stuff. You were saying a whole bunch of stuff about us. Now, one thing about those twins, let me tell you something. They're a little, I don't know, they got some split personalities going on, honey. I don't know. I don't want to, diagnose them. But I'm just saying, honey, I don't know who it's going to be. One thing they going to do is they going to pipe up, and they're going to pipe up in your face. You're going to get the real and exactly how they feel in the moment that they feel it. So he was like, what happened now? I leave and it's kumbaya. I come back and it's World War II. Well, honey, you were the one upstairs being messy and unprofessional with Aubrey. You should have never went into that nasty room to have a sit down with Aubrey and get this mess started. So this is your fault. She's like, she said that you were lying about what you said to us and you wanted to have a slinging contest, a peen slinging contest, basically. He was like, I don't want to be in this drama. Well, you're here. Okay. There's nothing we can do about it. We're here now. So let's get through it. He's like, we have to have a conversation about all this he say, she say. Yes, we do. Oh my God, this is just a mess. First of all, you and Aubrey lying. You're lying because you're saying that you didn't say certain parts when you did. You went in there looking for the mess and you got it. Aubrey, you're lying because you know dang on well that man didn't just come out of his face and start talking about his number ones. You pit him and the twins against each other. Therefore, and thus and such, the foolishness started. Girl, goodbye. So as they're going back and forth with each other, granted, he talked about their hits, or whatever, but you said they were pissing on his accomplishments. So that is exactly why he said those things. So he said, exactly what did I say? She's like, see, you're still getting divisive. You mean defensive. Karen, you mean defensive. But it's okay, Aubrey, because he got you backed into a corner, girl. Child, so she sat right there and deflected and lied with a straight face. Moving forward. He's like, no, because I don't like the fake-ish. He's like, at this point, you're being manipulative and covert. And she's like, you told them I talked about them when everybody came down on you and I had your back. And so then he's like, I had your back. Child, Elijah should basically be the 10th member of the group, child. So y'all find him something find him something to do, child. So I think Shamari said, don't argue with the woman. He's like, I'm not. Okay, I don't know if you were trying to be shady by saying Aubrey is not a woman when she in fact is. I don't know how it was meant to be said or what you were trying to get out of that. But the fact of the matter is, at the end of the day, you're still a man. Okay, you got yourself involved in women's mess and women's business. And now here you are. Cosign sitting back like, can we all just get along? The poor engineer sitting like, I hope you heifers don't spit on me, baby. His mask game was strong. Do y'all hear me? That engineer did not take his mask off or down one single time. And he was strong but silent. When I tell you I felt his presence all up and through that room, the cameraman would pan to him every now and again. I'm like, look at that engineer. I ain't saying nothing, but I know exactly what you're saying by not saying nothing. So Aubrey is like, he came to me. I was just trying to fix it. Elijah was like, I'm sorry, you're manipulative. Elijah steady piping up, and Aubrey got the hell out of Dodge. Pshaw, this is just a mess. Now we fighting with the producers. Elijah, you a mess maker. That's just the bottom line. So Aubrey thinks he's messy, and he thinks she's messy, and child, he should have just stayed out of their drama. Misha, on the other hand, is like, Aubrey is talented and brings something to the table, so this is a problem. Because now, Misha thinks her and Aubrey are friends. Oh, Misha, honey. And she's like, I'm going to have to talk to her, but I'm going to talk to her tomorrow. I'm really just let her cool off tonight, and I'm going to talk to her tomorrow. So then we see Fallon, and she's like, I don't know. I just don't know. I mean, I feel like if y'all want to look good and sound good, I should have been queen. Baby, these twins too bold for me. Baby, they too bold for me because I would have slapped that wig to the side. Honey, it's only so many times you could really talk crazy to me. I be trying so hard to just keep myself together and not lose my cool. But when you keep poking, then I got to snap. I'm just saying. Girl, I would have been like, girl, are you at your mother? See, she's a different Misha. So Misha was like, wow, that's me basically. And she was like, no, it's not. It's the truth. Now, if Misha pop you one good time, you're going to be wondering why. She said, I'm just telling you this because I do this every day. Misha was like, can't you do your own thing on the side? Why do you need this? This is just a glorified title. Why do you need this title? She was like, I don't even have to be queen, but maybe we should have just had a conversation so that y'all can know that I should have been in control. This is the thing. Girl, hush. You just hate not being in control. Quiet as it's kept, you will never be queen because your attitude stinks. You and your sister are ticking time bombs. No one can say anything to you. I do not know how you have made it in the real world when you are so testy all the time, so sensitive about everything. It's like, it's ridiculous. So Fallon like, look, I just need a business mentality. I don't need friends. Well, I don't know what type of business you're doing, but I would never want to do business with you because if this is what it's like, honey, count me out. So Cosign was like, the issue is there's too many cooks in the kitchen. Facts. Baby, why he say that? The first thing Felicia did was get up and then Fallon goes behind her. Well, then y'all do the record. You know what? We really should take a shot every time we hear do the record. Because, honey, ain't no records being done. Y'all are still repeating the same things. But y'all, anyway. So then Misha was like, Phineas and Ferb. Oh, my goodness. She was like, the way I hollered when she said that, y'all. I hollered. She was like, y'all can keep on going. They're like, oh, it's okay for Aubrey, but not for us. Child, they are spoiled, honey. They want to control everything. Child, let them go upstairs and take a nap, honey. Night, night. Upstairs, Felicia speaking her speech about saying nobody is acknowledging her as a producer. And what other female producers do you know besides Missy? And it took her decades. Okay, girl, honey. No Missy slander will be tolerated up and through, Phineas. Girl, if you don't leave Missy alone, honey, and she just turned 50 and still popping, girl, go ahead on now, honey. Well respected. And you know why? Because she respects others. Girl, they learned that in kindergarten. So she's like, whether you like me or not, you got to respect me. No, that's not how it works. Respect is earned. I don't know if your parents taught you that or not, but no one just wakes up and says, you know what? I respect them. What have you done to earn my respect? Okay. And that's what you and your sister need to learn. That in order for you to get people to respect you, you have to carry yourself as a person that deserves to be respected. Now, y'all with the foolishness, honey, and y'all need to get yourselves together. And these ladies being older than you in this house, they really need to pull you and your sister to the side and really feed into you. Because both of y'all acting ignorant all up and through. Downstairs, Cosign said, no matter how talented they are, if you're not building people up, it's like a cancer in the house. And that is the truth, honey. Real talk. The twins need to grow up. That's just the bottom line. After all that, they're like, okay, let's just go to bed, y'all, because we're not getting anything accomplished. Another non-productive studio session. Keely goes into the room with the girls and discovers that Aubrey's bed is missing. Everybody's like, oh my God, child, y'all don't care where Aubrey is. Aubrey thinks she in the Bad Girl Club's house. Y'all remember when on Bad Girls Club, when they didn't like you, they would throw your mattress in the pool? That's immediately what came to mind when I saw that mattress was missing. Another thing that came to mind is nobody saw or heard her move that bed. What kind of mattress was it? A blow-up mattress? Because I know, dang, I'm convinced Aubrey got an assistant somewhere up and through. Aubrey getting boards, Pinterest printouts. She's getting magazine cutouts. So I'm just convinced that she has an assistant somewhere up and through. Carlos, let me find out you to move this bed. I blame everything on Carlos. Carlos, let me find out you to move this bed so that you can start some drama. Honey, Carlos King is a mess. So Misha was like, I ain't playing hide and seek. I ain't hiding these eggs. I ain't no Easter bunny. Girl, go. Girl, go, honey. So Misha talking to Pam the next day about how Aubrey felt disrespected. And she's like, and I really don't blame her. No, honey, Aubrey started this mess and got called out. That's just the gist of it, okay? Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen threw a tantrum because they felt like they weren't being appreciated, honey. Shout out to the Cherish twins. It's the next morning. The twins are down in the studio. Pam comes in. They're like, good morning. How are you? And Pam is like, you know, life is good. I'm alive. Honey, amen on that. Leave it to Pam to add a little bit of positivity. So they start playing skeletons, right? Pam hit them with a little doo-wop, doo-wop. And they were like, why don't you lay that down on the track? And she was like, me? They were like, yeah. So Pam lays the vocals. Pam has a very unique, beautiful voice. Honey, Pam still got it. She been drinking her hot tea, staying quiet, not arguing with these heifers. And God is blessing them vocals. Shamari is downstairs talking to her husband and her twins, and it's their 15-year wedding anniversary. I love it. I love to see Shamari and Ronald together and their twins. They really love each other. You know, they had a little rough patch if you watched season 11 of Real Housewives of Atlanta, but you know, they came out on the other side. And she's like, I'm just so sad because I'm leaving my family, you know, because I really want to make this work. Shamari, honey, y'all still in Atlanta, right down the street, honey. Tell Ronnie to come over when the cameras go down. Girl, goodbye, honey. Y'all are still in the ATL. Shamari's so dramatic. She's like, yeah, you know, she's telling Ronnie about what's going on. She's like, you know, I'm the love and light of the house, so everything's all good on this end. And he was like, well, how many songs y'all got? She was like, we got 2, but we need to have 5, right? So she's like, you know, you taught me a lot being in the legendary group New Edition. Honey, you better stand for your man. Let me tell you something. Baby, if don't nobody stand for their man, Shamari does. She gonna let you know that Ronald and his non-existent eyebrows were in the hit phenomenon known as New Edition. She gonna let you know, honey, if she don't do nothing else. And you know Ronnie gonna give his 2 cents. Remember when he told Candy? Spacing. When Candy was talking to him and asking him what they needed. She didn't even ask him what they needed to work on. Shamari said, give them some pointers. And Ron said, spacing. Ronald, I'm not about to play with you. So Ronald basically told her, look, you can be the love and the light all you want to, but don't let them people take advantage of you and don't let them talk no ish. Period. Moving forward. So then Aubrey brought Shamari some flowers for her anniversary. Aubrey, you got those flowers from the coffee table downstairs. Girl, you ain't fooling me. And Aubrey is on this little apology tour, or this little make things right tour. And she told Keely, she's like, look, Keely, I want to start over and I just want us to get on the right footing. Keely's like, for sure. Girl, okay. So then Fallon comes in and hugs Aubrey like it's all good. I'm like, did you help us get a good night's sleep? Because, I mean, clearly all y'all need is a little nap to get your minds right. So they're downstairs in the studio trying to get the order of the songs, right? They switched it up, and now talking is going to be first. So everyone, you know, must have had a good night's sleep because the helper's not arguing. But I spoke too soon. Now the twins are arguing with each other about what order the songs are going to be in. And I'm like, this is just ridiculous. So Irish in the confessional talking about, oh, wow, now they're arguing with each other. I'm never shocked. I'm never shocked about their wigs, how wide they are when they walk away. Okay, now Irish, honey, they have good wigs. Now their attitude might be bad, but they do have good wigs. I'm not going to take it from them. And don't start, honey, because when you can't even really just talk, because you were in there, and the last time we really heard anything vocal from you was the first night when you were talking about, I'm going down. So please leave that alone, honey. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. So Felicia's like, I don't know what to tell you, Fallon. She's like, get out of my face. She's like, I'm 6 feet away. Okay, per the CDC. Got it. So Fallon is like, I will just kick back then. Felicia's like, cool, do you, boo? I'm like, oh, child, the girls is fighting. So Fallon talks to Felicia outside because, you know, the sisters can't stay mad at each other for long because they need the backup. So she's like, can I talk to you for a minute? And so Fallon and Felicia go outside to talk about who changed the order of the song. And then they pan off and I see Keely sitting right there. I'm like, Keely, what are you doing in the mix? Child, Keely don't do nothing but lurk, sit, listen, and drink wine. So anyway, Felicia's like, look, Aubrey is the one who changed the order of the song. And Fallon is like mad because she was not privy to the conversation when she is the one that wrote the song. So they're still trying to figure out which song to start with, right? And Misha's like, let's just start with one that we all are on, right? And so Aubrey's like, no, honey, you don't start a set with that. I think that we should start it with something that's more up tempo. We need a club banger. We need Cosign to give us a banger. Now, I didn't see anything wrong with that because this is my thing. I agree. You need to set the tone as soon as you open the show. Get momentum up. And then once people are rocking with you, then you can give them something else to bring the tempo down. But you don't start with the ballad. That doesn't make any sense. So I think what Aubrey was saying was exactly right. So, child, Fallon half hears what's going on and she runs tell that to Felicia, right? She's like, they're acting like we don't write hits. She's like, they said we don't have bangers. As of right now, we don't have bangers. Child, somebody give these twins their flowers. Honey, you know what? Cherish, girl, what's your name? Felicia and Fallon. I normally do Flowers Friday on my community tab on my YouTube page. I will make sure that this Friday is dedicated to you and your twin. Because, honey, if y'all don't get y'all accolades and y'all pats on the back, honey, we're going to have a problem. We never going to get this stuff done. So Felicia is 38 hot. She's like, I'm ready to go downstairs. So Fallon's like, please don't go down mad. Girl, what? What do you expect? You gassed her up. The nucleus of the problem is Fallon. If we could get Fallon to shut up for an entire episode, we might can get something done. So Felicia's like, Aubrey, are you down here talking mess about the records? Baby, she chose violence, honey. She ran up on Aubrey like Aubrey ran up on Keely, honey. It's too much running up being done. Because let me tell you something. On my end, it's run up, get done up. You're not about to run up on me and start talking real loud, especially when I'm low and you're high. I'm going to have to stand up on you. So, but child, so she's like, you're saying like what we're doing is not dope? She did not say that. She's like, I didn't say that. I said that we needed more fast songs, which you do. So Aubrey said, we have never had an open dialogue basically because of the twins. This is true. So then Felicia said, well, Fallon said y'all were talking ish. So Fallon said, first of all, I never said talking ish. Honey, now she just got in the bus and ran her sister over. Okay. She said, I heard her say that this isn't enough and we don't have any bangers. She's like, I said it to your face. This is what Aubrey is saying. So then Felicia was like, well, what we gonna do then? Child, honey, they getting loud. So then Misha said, she meant up tempo. Fallon said, where my girls at, that's mid tempo. So now mid tempo is actually up tempo. So then Misha said, well, I'm glad I don't go to the clubs no more, honey. I'd be bored as hell. I know that's right. And so Shamar said, we all be slow dancing. I'm like, we sure would, honey, because I don't know what these heifers talking about. Child, this is too much. So then Fallon said, Aubrey, every time you come back in the picture, it's some bullshit. Okay, things start shifting and changing and whatnot. So Aubrey said, listen, let's just ask the girls, how do you guys feel? Fallon said, you tell them how to feel. So then Aubrey was like, these are grown women, older than me. I do not pull their strings. I do not tell them how to feel and when to feel it. So whatever, child. So then Misha was like, it's not just Aubrey. We all feel some kind of way. Like, y'all sing all the leads. I only get 2 bars on every song. Misha. Oh, Misha. Girl, be happy that you get 2 bars. Okay, honey? And be glad they ain't Kit Kat bars or Snicker bars, honey, because they really don't want you singing. They tried to give you an ad lib as opposed to even 2 full lines. So please pipe down, honey. So Felicia was like, I'm done. Y'all can have the music and you can sing all of my parts. Give all of my parts to Misha. Girl, don't do the girls like that. Don't do the girls like that, honey. And the whole time, Misha looking at them like, girl, don't threaten me with a good time, honey. Misha gonna hit them with a, where my girls at, where my girls at. Go on, hit them, Misha, honey. She been waiting to shine, okay? So the Yin Yang twins went on off about their business, honey, because they were half hearing exactly what happened. And she was just saying that they should start with a fast song, period, point blank. And I hope they watching this back feeling real dumb. Child, and that was the end of the episode. Let me tell you something. This is not panning out to be what I thought it was going to be. I thought I was going to see more of a making the band type thing with a lot of structure. I was going to see them basically have a routine where they wake up, they have this to do, they have studio time, they have, choreography practice. I thought I was going to see this. This is just a bunch of women thrown in a house arguing about music. It's giving very much Bad Girls Club. Meets Real Housewives of whatever. Meets, child, I don't know. But honey, it's not meeting my expectations. Child, please do not hesitate to comment, like, subscribe to my channel. Share it with a friend, y'all. Please share it with somebody that knows somebody that's going to tell somebody. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, spread love, not germs. Peace.